Friends and family of Oakland Cemetery. We're back here at Section 1. At the stone to your left is Miss Mary Van Deusen. She passed away in October 1893, and what we have here is a pretty large stone. We do have the foundation rebar, if you will. It is pointing up. We know that in 2006 a picture of this stone was taken upright, so something may have happened causing the stone to fall to the side. There were a lot of trees in this area, so it's a chance that a branch could have knocked it over or pushed it to the side. But someone did leave this stone off to the side, so our intent is we're going to set Miss Mary's stone off to the side, raise and reset the foundation, and Mr. Harmon's going to actually show you what kind of disarray can happen, especially these older stones. These have been here for well over 120 plus years. So he's going to pan back and show you the row. While he does that, I'll kind of read you the obituary of Miss Mary Van Deusen. So Miss Van Deusen, she passed away at Fort Foote, F-O-O-T-E, Maryland, at 11:35. October 26, 1893, after a lingering illness. Mary J., she's the wife of A.C. Alpha Charlie Van Deusen. He was an ordnance sergeant in the USA and had retired. And the interment was actually at Fort Monroe, Virginia, which is literally across the highway from where we are right now. They're actually on the same side of the highway, just a different location. And that's what we have. We'll see you in the next cut when we actually have our tripod set up, and we'll assess where we need to go with this stone.
All right, go ahead, buddy.
All right, we're back at the site of Miss Mary Van Deusen. Just a quick note, when we reset the stone, or not, we haven't reset the stone yet, when we kind of set the stone back and cleaned it, she was aged 58 years, so it does show that on the stone, and she had passed away in October of 1893. One of the things that we always say is that no two stones are going to be the same, no two stone experiences may be the same. So with our tripod setup, one thing that we did, and you can see how far deep in the ground this foundation was, pretty much from this line down, so between 8 to 6 inches into the ground. And then one thing that we noticed where these dowel pins are, they're almost like superficial cracks in about every 45 degrees. And that may have been when the stone's just being rocked back and forth. It could just be because of wind. Could have been knocked over just by small little agitations over time. And that's actually common on both pins. And then if you, just like we saw in the beginning of the video, the base of the stone actually is completely chipped off, or partially chipped off, where you would have the feet almost like that piece of the foundation that would go around the pin is almost broke off. So what could have happened over time is that the stone effectively fell back. Someone repositioned it the way you first saw it in the video. And so what we're going to do is a couple of things. We're going to set the foundation and get it as level as possible. That'll be step one. And then we're going to raise Ms. Van Deusen's stone and place it onto the foundation with some epoxy. And the reason we were saying that is because if there was only we probably have, because the feet are probably broke off right here in that quarter, so you still probably have about an easy 50% of the base that you can use for surface area in the epoxy. But this is where you just have to go back to the drawing board and say, one of the things that you can do is re-drill a hole, put a pin inside, like we did in a couple of our older videos for the McCready's. And then in the meantime though, we'll probably clamp it in place so that way it's stationary, or we may just leave it on the ground and we just have to figure out a path moving forward. So we'll see you in the next cut. Friends and family of the Oakland Cemetery, just want to give you a heads up and an update on the Van Deusen stone. We're going to have to come back to this stone a little bit later. One of the things, like I said, or we had mentioned before, is that no two stone experiences will be the same or exactly the same. So what we found out, and we mentioned this before, but we have the weight of the headstone suspended with the chain fall. And the reason we have it suspended is because we're going to actually lower this stone back down. We assessed that the broken part of the stone on the base where the pins would actually hold the weight of the headstone to the foundation. It's not in a safe position right now, so we're going to reassess the situation and come back to you on a follow-up video. So we'll see you next time.
I'm going to zoom in a little bit on it. A little bit more. Okay, I'm off.